Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For the new guys that don't know me, I'm Peter from Discus King SA. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I hatch baby brine shrimp. Okay, what I use to hatch baby brine shrimp in is a rain gauge. At the bottom, I've connected the elbow just with a piece of airline tubing and an air tap. So on my airline side, I've connected a non-return valve. That's quite important. Just remember that for the water not to go back into the airline system. Let's get to it. So I add 4 teaspoons of salt to 1 liter, approximately 1 liter of water. And I don't really overthink it, so I just want to add the baby BBS eggs before I add water. It doesn't really matter. A lot of guys overthink it and make it more complicated than it really is. So now just for the water. So here's approximately 1 liter water with my 4 teaspoons of salt and some BBS eggs. Now I'm going to connect it onto the air and put it into place. Okay, so don't worry too much about the salt in the water. The airflow will dissolve the salt by stirring the water up and tumbling the eggs and everything together. And remember, temperature plays a big role when you hatch BBS. In my fish room, the ambient temperature sits at about around 29.5 to 30 degrees. So I start hatching some BBS from 16 hours. Okay, fast forward more or less 16 hours. I use this mug. I top it up with RO water, and then I switch off the airline on my hatchery and let it sit for more or less 10 minutes so that the baby brine shrimp can go to the bottom. Sometimes I add a torch to the bottom because the light attracts the BBS. And then I harvest the BBS through the tap. I open up the tap and it ends up in the net. And then I come to my clean water and I just dump them in here and I give this net a quick rinse inside here. So the BBS sits in clean RO water. That's only the way I do it. I know a lot of people just harvest them and feed the fish with the salt water. It doesn't play a big role. I just like to give the BBS a quick rinse. Okay guys, that's how I hatch BBS. I hope you learned something there or got a tip or two. Just remember, live food, live results. Feed fresh, grow fast. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much.